Hello again. In our other bite-sized videos, we've explored how to decide whether you need help with money and how to choose a debt advice provider. Now that you're ready to get in touch, what can you do to prepare? I'm here with Teresa, who's a money advice caseworker at Citizens Advice Southampton. Hi, Teresa.
Hello, Sarah.
So we've talked a lot in other videos about what you can expect from debt advice and how to choose a debt advice provider. So now that people are ready to get in touch, what do they need to do to prepare?
Well, the first step is to open those envelopes. I know this is hard, but we do need the details of all your debts. We need your creditors' names with your account numbers and how much you owe, which will be on the letters they've sent you. These could be bills, court papers, or bailiff letters. Don't worry if you don't understand everything they say. We can help you with this. If you really can't open the envelopes and you live locally, let us know and we can help you. If this is a telephone appointment and you don't live locally, do you have a friend or a relative, someone who can help you? If not, don't worry, you can still get help from us. Right, try and open those letters first if you can.
Brilliant. So hopefully people will be able to take that first step, and if they're struggling, they can get the extra support. So once people first get in touch, what other information will you need from them?
Well, we'll ask some basic questions about your circumstances, such as who you live with, the number of children you have and their ages, and your housing situation, whether you rent privately or from the council, housing association, or you're buying your home. We'll also ask you questions about whether you can manage letters and phone calls and whether there are any emergencies. For example, your landlord has said they will evict you. This information is really important and it helps us to understand your situation and advise you on the best next step.
Brilliant. Okay. And is there anything else you'll need if someone's coming for debt advice?
Well, for full debt advice, there are quite a few things we'll need. We'll give you a list of these so you can tick them off as you go. You'll need to give us details of your income from benefits, employment, bank statements, details of any properties such as car or house. You'll also need to work out what you spend each week or each month, for example, on rent, gas, electricity, food, clothes, travels. We can explain how to do this if you're not sure. You'll also receive some forms to sign, giving your consent for us to store information and get in touch with your creditors. That's the people or companies you owe money to. All your details will be stored securely and in line with data protection regulations.
Wow, that sounds like really quite a lot of information. Why do you need so much?
Well, to give you the best advice for you and help you decide on a solution, we need to put together a budget. This shows details of all the money you have coming in and what you spend your money on. The amount left over determines what options are available to you to resolve your debts. We also use the budget sheet to negotiate with your creditors. For example, if your electric provider says you must repay £100 each month, but your budget shows you can only afford £50, they are likely to reduce the amount you have to pay. To help you get the right solution for your debts, we need to work together. We can only find the correct debt solution if we have all of the information on your debts, your income and your expenditure.
Brilliant. And you mentioned earlier as well that if people are struggling to get that information, then you can help with that as well. I've heard about credit reports. What are those? Will you need those from someone as well?
Yeah, the credit report shows nearly all of your accounts and your debts for the last 6 years. There are 3 different companies that we use that provide credit reports, and it will ask for 3 statutory credit reports. To ensure that we don't miss any debts, we'll give you the information you need to order the reports yourself. But if you can't do this, we can do this for you. We can help you complete the forms. Getting credit reports is really important. If we miss one debt off during the advice, it could cause problems in the future. Once we have the reports, we can advise you on your long-term options and resolving your debts.
Brilliant. That's really useful. So I think we've got a good understanding of what we'd need to provide. Say I came to you for help. What information would you give me?
Well, when you book an appointment with us, we'll send you a letter with your caseworker's name and contact details on and your next appointment date. When you first speak with us, we'll also give you details about our service, including information on how we work and how to make a complaint if you're not happy with us. We'll also give you the consent forms we mentioned earlier, a budget sheet and a list of information you need to find for us. After we've had the appointment, we'll send you a letter explaining what we've talked about, what action we'll take, and the next steps. Everything we've discussed, basically. You can also share this letter with family or friends or a support worker if you have one.
Brilliant. Thank you for explaining all of that. So just to finish up, is there anything else you think people should know about getting help with their debts?
Yeah, what's most important is that you take action and get help. We know that the first step is often the hardest, but people say they feel better once they've spoken to an advisor and started to sort out their problems. Our advisors will never judge you. We're here to help you. We never share any of the information you give. All you need to do is get in touch.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Teresa. I hope you found this information useful, and I will leave you now with the contact details of local debt advice providers in Southampton. Thank you.
Thank you for listening to our Debt and Money Advice Bite-sized session today. And please do have a look at the other sessions available to find out more about getting help with your money. I'm going to leave you with the contact details of the 4 registered debt advice providers which are local to Southampton. And at the bottom there, you can also see a link to find details of other providers, for example, national telephone and online services. Thank you for listening.